Knossos, an ancient palace complex on the Greek island of Crete, is considered the birthplace of European civilization. But what secrets does it hold? Let's explore. First, the basics. Built around 1900 BCE and occupied until 1450 BCE, Knossos was the ceremonial and political heart of the Minoan civilization, a Bronze Age society named after the mythical king Minos. Sprawling across 20,000 square meters, it boasted over 1,300 rooms, making it one of the world's largest palaces. Knossos also featured advanced plumbing, colorful frescoes, and a multi-story labyrinthine layout which inspired the legend of the Minotaur. Discovered in 1878, its ruins revolutionized our understanding of pre-Greek Europe. Now let's dive into some architectural marvels. The palace was up to 5 stories high, supported by cypress wood columns. Unlike the Greeks who placed them at the corners, the Minoans inverted the top-heavy design, anchoring them in the middle of the walls. Light wells provided illumination in the vast array of rooms. Knossos was an early adopter of multi-story buildings, inventing innovative techniques to support upper levels. Water management was another marvel. The palace used terracotta pipes to transport fresh water, and included storm drains and the world's first flushing toilet. It was linked to a clay sewer system, a feat of engineering for its time. The so-called labyrinth was an asymmetrical design with corridors shifting at 45-degree angles. Some suggest this was for earthquake resilience, while others propose it was to disorient visitors in a ritualistic manner. The palace walls shimmered with over 2,000 square meters of frescoes. Vibrant murals of dolphins, bull leapers, and other motifs adorned the walls, showcasing Egyptian pigments such as lapis lazuli and malachite. The famous Prince of the Lily fresco reveals ritual regalia, offering insight into Minoan religious practices. The Minoan civilization reached its peak power between 1700 and 1450 BC. Knossos controlled Crete's extensive trade network, amassing great wealth from copper, tin, and saffron. Its influence extended to Mycenaean Greece, where Knossos-like architecture and artwork can be found. During this time, over 250 pithoi large storage jars held an estimated 62,000 liters of olive oil or wine, likely taxed goods. Knossos played a significant role in the rise of the Minoan civilization, but its decline remains shrouded in mystery. Theories include the Santorini eruption around 1600 BCE, known as the Thera explosion. It triggered tsunamis and ashfall, but Knossos survived. However, newer dating places the eruption around 1560 to 1600 BCE, too early for Knossos's final decline. Another theory points to the Mycenaean invasion of 1450 BCE, when Linear B tablets, an early Greek script, replaced Minoan Linear A. This takeover is also indicated by weapon graves at Knossos, which show Mycenaean-style swords. A third theory suggests internal strife, with some arguing that overextension of palace authority led to revolts, as evidenced by palaces like Phaistos burning down around 1450 BCE. Others contend that the collapse of long-distance trade, due to Egyptian records showing Minoan ships vanishing after 1450 BCE, perhaps due to piracy disrupting sea routes. Regardless of its demise, archaeologist Colin MacDonald suggests that the Minoans didn't vanish, but were absorbed. He argues that Mycenaean Greeks moved into the palace, adopting Minoan robes but burying their dead with swords. One of the most controversial aspects of Knossos is the excavator Sir Arthur Evans' reconstructions during the 1900 to 1930s. He rebuilt columns and frescoes using concrete and bold paint. Critics argue that he created a modern fantasy rather than an accurate representation of Minoan life. However, defenders contend that he protected the ruins from erosion and that his work helped preserve the site. Evans' work also led to controversy surrounding the Minotaur myth. The labyrinth was not a monster's maze, but may have referred to the palace's axe-marked crypts, called labyrinths. These pillar crypts were underground shrines, with double axe marks symbolizing power. Similarly, the famous bull-leaping frescoes depict youths vaulting bulls in a ritual possibly tied to coming-of-age rites. The meaning of the Linear A script remains a mystery, hiding administrative and religious secrets. Today, Knossos faces new threats. Mass tourism erodes original floors and frescoes. Additionally, the palace sits in a seismic zone, threatening unstable sections like the throne room. To counter Evans' controversial restorations, the Digital Knossos project is using 3D scans to recreate the palace and its Bronze Age appearance. The Minoan civilization left an enduring legacy, revealing Europe's first great civilization. Knossos showcases a society without fortifications or warrior art, suggesting a possible matriarchal, peace-focused culture that worshipped goddesses, while its collapse paved the way for Mycenaean Greece. Its innovations in plumbing, frescoes, and maritime trade left a lasting impact. As historian Roderick Beaton noted, the Minoans were Europe's first soft power, their influence flowing not from swords but from art and pipes that carried water. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and tip if you're visiting Knossos. Go early to beat the crowds and look for original cypress wood columns in the museum contrasted with Evans' concrete work.